President John F. Kennedy was a beloved leader. A president who inspired Americans to be the best they could be.
Ask not what your country can do for you. Ask what you can do for your country.
And that sort of set, I think, the mode for many of us. I know for me it was something which I thought about tremendously. It affected my choice of career, the choice of graduate schools that I went.
But 50 years ago, on November the 22nd, 1963, President Kennedy was killed by an assassin's bullet.
And his assassination would change America because a lot of people watched this on television and saw it as it unfolded live.
From Dallas, Texas, the flash, apparently official, President Kennedy died at 1 p.m. Central Standard Time, 2 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, some 38 minutes ago.
No American forgot where they were when they heard that Kennedy had been assassinated and was dead.
We were in the gym and it came over the speaker, or somebody came in and told us that the president had been shot and had been killed.
I was in the 10th grade. I was sitting in Caldwell Parish High School gymnasium on the top bleacher, and it was during lunch, and I can't remember who came in to make the announcement that the president had been assassinated, but the word filtered through the gym, and everybody was just sort of stunned.
Between 11:30 and 1 o'clock, which was our lunchtime, that the flag in front of the school had fallen to half-mast. It was because it was a very windy day. No one thought anything about it. And about just before classes were to be let out for the day, the principal came on the intercom and informed us that the president had been shot in Dallas and died.
Lee Harvey Oswald was the assassin in the Texas Book Depository who tragically ended the life of the 35th president. And on that day, November the 22nd, 1963, a nation mourned for their fallen leader.
You know, Lyndon Baines Johnson's being sworn in on Air Force One with Jackie Kennedy standing next to him with blood on her blouse. You know, just really tragic kinds of events like that. And
This is a sad time for all people. We have suffered a loss that cannot be weighed. For me, it is a deep personal tragedy. I know that the world shares the sorrow that Mrs. Kennedy and her family bear. I will do my best. That is all I can do. I ask for your help and God.
so really the Kennedy assassination is probably the first great tragedy that's carried on television.
You know, everyone was very, very solemn. Everyone was really upset that the President of the United States had been killed. You know, this was history.
The president, something's not supposed to happen. You know, it's like I said, it changed our whole world, the way we thought about how things were going on.
Kennedy was the youngest person ever elected as president, and with that brought a new generation of leadership.
He was a young president, he had a young wife, and of course young kids, just like all of suburban America.
He was young, his wife was very attractive, they had small children, they represented maybe even a typical American family.
Again, his age, her age, the youthfulness of it. We're 15, 16 years old. We sort of got caught up in being very proud that he was our president.
Who started dressing like Jackie O. with the sunglasses and the kerchief and everything, you look at pictures of my mom and my aunt. They look exactly like, Jacqueline Kennedy in the early 1960s. That was the look. So the Kennedy administration is seen as one of promise and one of hope that was not fulfilled or delivered.
John standing there giving his father a salute is one of those things which come to you.
I was very sad. I was solemn just like everyone else was in the gym, and it really bothered me that someone would take the life of our president.
A president that challenged Americans to be better, who brought new life to the White House and gave people a family to be proud of. But a rule that lasted only 1,000 days, cut short by murder. 50 years later, that tragedy, but most importantly his legacy, still lives on.